Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a DIY maintenance vlog. If you know me, you know I'm all about saving my coins. So yes, I do my own nails, hair, lashes, all of that. And I'm also going to show you guys how to make a homemade lip scrub as well. So stay tuned. So first we're going to start with our brows. I have been woofing it for a good month now. I have a lot of new growth, so we're going to get these things arched. So first and foremost, you're going to want to prime your skin with some Vaseline because it is painful. So you're going to put it underneath your brow line and then also above. And then you're just going to let that sit for like 5 minutes.
Okay, quality.
Y'all, I was pressed. I've never seen my camera act like this before. Quality on point. But anyway, so as you see, my brows look crazy. So I'm taking my Benefit eyebrow pencil. It has a spoolie on one side of it. So I'm just going ahead and brushing my hairs up just so I can see what I'm working with, and then that it makes it, easier to pluck what's underneath. So I'm taking some angled tweezers and you're just going to go ahead and pluck all the new growth. And make sure, take your time. Like I said, it can be painful, but you're just going to go ahead and get all that out the way. And sometimes it does help to, apply tension by pulling the skin a little bit to get those stubborn hairs. And I just, wipe as I go and just continue to pluck as I get closer to my natural brow line. And now I'm going to go ahead and brush the hairs down so that I can get the hairs on top of the brow line. And then we're going to go ahead with some little scissors, brush those hairs up, and basically just cut anything that passes your natural brow line. This is really like the key step in getting like really nice, clean brows. And now I'm going to go ahead and brush the hairs down. And I'm going to take my scissors again to basically cut, like I said, anything that goes past your natural brow line. And sometimes you'll have those stubborn hairs that want to be difficult, especially if you have curly brow hairs like mine. So you just have to go ahead and make sure you get those off as well. And we're looking better already. You can see the big difference between the two. So now I'm just going ahead and doing my other brow. So now we're going to go in with the mini eyebrow razor, and we're just going to shave gently in the middle between our brows to get those little wannabe unibrow hairs. And we're just going to go right up against the beginning of each brow. And at the top, especially if you have low edges like mine, I like to make sure that space between my edges and my brows is clear. So this is where the razor really comes in handy. And now I'm going to take some Sea Breeze, which is basically just a toner. Just go over our brows because, we did pluck, and, use a blade so to make sure it stays pretty bacteria free. So now I'm just going to show you guys how I fill in my brows. Like I said, I use the Benefit brow pencil, and I'll have all the details about the products in the description box below. But I'm just going ahead and brushing the hairs up, and then I'm using the other side of the pencil to start actually penciling it in. So I just basically go along the line of my natural brow. As you can see, I'm not filling it in yet. I'm just going along the perimeter. And so you just want to do that. And then I like to do like strokes at the front. I feel like it just makes it look pretty natural. So you basically just going to do like hair-like strokes. So you're just going to apply some tension to your skin and just literally go up. And then use your finger to just smudge away anything that went past your brow line. And this is how I do my brows. I know everybody might not like this style, but this is how I do mine. So I thought I'd show you, but it works for me, honey. So now it's time to do our lashes. And like I said, I will have all the product details down below. So we use cluster lashes, and I'm taking my Velux Bond and Overnighter glue, some little, I don't know what you call those, and some specialized tweezers, and a spoolie, of course, and my little portable fan. And this is actually some castor oil. I use this when I don't wear lashes, and baby, it will grow your lashes. Like, I'm not even about to gatekeep. I'm gonna put the information down below. Like, I used it probably 3 times. My lashes grew so much. And now I'm just going ahead and showing you guys what the lash clusters look like up close. And I already went ahead and put aside the sizes I'm going to be using today. You'll see that I have 2 rows for each lash because I will be stacking my lashes. So I'm using 12, 12, 10, and 3/8. And it'll make more sense once I start doing them. So now we're first going to take the bond side of the Velux glue. And it's basically just like mascara. So you're just going to put it on like you would mascara. And just wait till it gets a little tacky. And then you're going to start to apply your clusters. So just make sure you have a really good coating on all your lashes. And so now we're starting with the longest length, which is 12 millimeters. And we're going to start on the outside and work our way in. So you're going to place it underneath your lash line, just where you start to see your little hairs start to come out of your eyelid. Don't put it too close down because trust me, you'll feel it scratching against your eye. I've been there. And then it's really easy once you place the first one because now you just have to line it up with the bottom of the cluster. And so I'm taking the other 12 and putting it next. And now I'm going in with the 10 millimeter and then the 8s. And I honestly used to be a 17 millimeter girl, but I really like the short lashes lately. I feel like it's just really like, you know, classy and it looks more natural. But I honestly might have to start going up in length because I'm trying to tell you that castor oil has my lashes really growing. And this is with both eyes done. And so now we're ready to start stacking. And so I'm going in again with the bond and just basically doing the same thing over again. And I usually only do 2 clusters at a time when I stack, just so that doesn't dry out. And so you're basically just going to go right over the clusters that you did before with the same lengths and right next to each other. And so once both eyes have been stacked, now we're going to go in with the seal side of the bond. And so this is just going to remove any stickiness. So it's going to go over all the lashes on both eyes. And then just to make sure that stays put, we're going to go ahead with our little portable dryer and just dry the lashes really well. And now I'm going in with the Velux overnighter. And this is just another basically like way to make sure the lashes last longer. So you're going to go right above the cluster line and just put that along there. And then you're going to dry it again. And then I'm just going in with a little lash pincher just to make sure the clusters are adhering to my natural lash. Just another way to make sure that they're secure. And I'm just going to take my little spoolie and brush them out, and voila, your girl is lashed up. Yes ma'am. And I usually keep my lashes on for about 5 to 8 days before I do a new set, but now it's time to get this hair together, honey. As you can see, it is matting up. I did these braids about 2 weeks ago, but y'all know crochet hair, it likes to mat up. So these are the products we'll be using today to kind of refresh our braids, and I'll put a link above to the tutorial for these braids. The only thing I did differently is that I braided in the crochet hair pieces at the top instead of crocheting them in. But right now I'm just going in with this spray. It is really the holy grail when it comes to synthetic hair, honey, because it really can just detangle hair so easily without greasing it down. As you can see, just spraying it and it comes right apart, and it smells good as well. And like I said, all the details will be down below. And sometimes when it's no hope for the naps, you just gotta cut it out. You just gotta cut it out. And now I'm going in with some wild growth oil to oil my scalp, because you already know we're not trying to be patting our head all day. So make sure we get all the crevices. And now I'm going in with another oil. I just like this one because you're able to spray it, so you're able to get, you know, any spots you weren't able to get, and then spray the braids themselves, and it does smell good as well. And then lastly, I'm just going to go in with some mousse just to lay any flyaways down and also help with detangling the crochet hair. And so he's going to distribute that throughout your hair from root to tip. And then I'm also going to go over my edges again. Just since I'm going to tie my hair down, might as well slick them down again. And I like this edge control. I've been using it for probably like 5 months now. And as you can see, we're already less stiff, flowing better. So I was going to go ahead and tie that down just so that it can set and all the products can do their job. So now it's time to get these nails together. So I am doing press-ons today, so I want to go ahead and clip my nails as low as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and use my nail file to do, get any sharp edges that are still there. Then we're going to go ahead and buff our nails out as well, just to make sure the surface is really smooth for when we want to glue the nails on. And this is like a little cuticle cutter, just to get those little pieces, that stick out on the side of your nail bed. Get those out the way. Go ahead with some cuticle oil. Distribute that along all your cuticles. And then we're going to go ahead and use a wooden cuticle pusher just to push your nail bed back a little bit. And this is just going to help the press-ons look more natural, because it'll actually be fitting into your cuticle instead of just like, sitting on top. And looking good already. I'm just going to go ahead and dab the excess oil off. And this is the press-ons we'll be using today. These are actually from Dollar General, I think. And so now I'm just going ahead and fitting my nail for the best fit. And so I'm checking the number on the inside so that I can find the corresponding number for the other hand. And I'm just going ahead and filing my nails a little bit more since these are more coffin shaped. So I'm just going ahead and trying, go diagonally a little bit on my natural nail, just so that my side of my nail isn't poking out, because I do have like wide nail beds. Going ahead and continuing to fit my nails. And then after you're finished, you should have, 5 laid out for each hand. And now we're going to get ready to apply them. I'm using the glue that came in the package with the nails, and so I'm just pushing back my cuticle a little bit more with the nail, going ahead and gluing the inside of the nail. I don't put the glue on my nail, I put it on the press on, and then I apply it to my nail. And you're going to want to hold it for about 30 seconds just so that it's secure. But yeah, I've been a press on girl for about 2 years now. I can't remember the last time when I got my nails done, because it's honestly just so expensive. And it's just like with press-ons, you can switch it up when you want, and if you apply them right, they'll really last a long time. So I'm always going to be team press-on over here, honey. And these are honestly like some basic ones. Like I usually have ones with like jewels on them and everything. Like you can get really fancy, and you can, if you need like short nails for a short period of time, you can always just do short press-ons. If you want to be fancy, get some long ones. It's just a lot more flexibility, and it's cheap, so I'm already here for it. And yeah, looking bomb, pretty pink. And so I'm just going over the tips and just filing any rough edges that look weird, just to get a more seamless look. And now I'm going in with my Dahlia lotion. Shout out to Bath and Body Works. And just moisturizing our hands a little bit. And we basically just gave ourselves a manicure, period. So now it's time for our homemade lip scrub. And as you can see, the recipe is on the screen. So first we're going to start out with 4 teaspoons of white sugar. And then I'm going in with a 1/4 teaspoon of olive oil, but I end up using a 1/2 teaspoon total. And I'm going with a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then a squirt of honey. And then I'm just mixing that together. And it's still pretty clumpy for my taste, so that's why I went ahead and added the extra 1/4 teaspoon of olive oil. And I added a little bit more vanilla extract as well, just a couple drops. And you can, adjust it based on the consistency that you desire. And then just mix it up and get a little container so that you can store it properly. And it's looking yummy. Some people even add food coloring, but I heard it can stain your lips, so it's not really that serious for me. And now we're going to get ready to apply it. So I'm going in and putting it on my lips. I just wet my lips a little bit, and I'm going ahead and applying it with the wooden stick. Had a fallen soldier there, but it's alright. Just going ahead and applying that evenly, and I'm going in with a little lip scrubber that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to go ahead and really exfoliate our lips. This thing, like, my lips felt so smooth after this, like I'm trying to tell y'all. And this is really essential, you know, especially going into the winter where your lips get really dry and chapped. And it just felt so good after. And so now I'm just going in with some Vaseline just to moisturize my lips after washing the scrub off. And I probably just exfoliated for like maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes total. And yeah. So now I'm just going to go ahead and wipe off my makeup from the day using my Lacura makeup wipes from Aldi. I'm just going ahead and getting all that off. And I'm going to go in with my CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. This is my everyday cleanser. I know in my Sunday reset video, I showed you guys me using this oil-based cleanser. But I only use that maybe like a few times a week, but this is my everyday cleanser. It's pretty, you know, soft on the skin. It's not harsh, doesn't dry my skin out. And it can be a little moisturizing as well, which is nice. And then now I'm going to go in and pat my face dry. And I am going to go ahead and use a toner today, the Sea Breeze, just to get any excess makeup that may still be in my pores. And you'll be surprised how much makeup is still in your pores even after washing your face. I usually do use a washcloth to wash my face, so that's probably why I have so much extra makeup still in my pores. But as you can see, it's still pretty gross. So I went in again with some more toner. And I like to usually just wipe clean until the cotton pad is clean again. And now I'm going in with a face mask. Y'all, me and this face mask were struggling. I thought it was a regular like white sheet mask, but baby, it's supposed to be some like hydrogel situation. And so yeah, I had a lot going on. And y'all gonna see in the video how it ended up going. But one plus is that it really is like cooling to the skin. So I feel like if you have like a breakout or any inflammation going on, it is going to be really relieving for that purpose. But I do like sheet masks. I always feel like Michael Myers when I wear them. But they really are nice. They just can be a little bit messy sometimes when they're really like, you know, have a lot of product on them. So yeah, I'm just trying to get the best fit right now. I feel like the eye holes were a little small, so it was like compressing my lashes. And as you can see, it rolls off my face. And I end up doing that several times. And as you see, I start to rip it. As many times I was trying to put it back on my face, I started ripping holes in it. So I decided just to vibe out and say forget it. But it felt good for when it was on there. And now we're just going to call it a night. But I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, like the video. Bye. Anything that you want, I know it's gonna be good.